here. So in this video, I want to talk about productivity, routine. Most importantly, I want to talk about habits that I want to build and focus on in 2022. I think this video is a good chance for me to be open and honest with you guys, because I know it's easy to be hard on yourself, constantly compare yourself to others when everyone around you is that girl or that guy, if there is such thing. And it's especially easy to feel pressured as you feel that you have to do all those things, and if you don't do them, then you're not good enough. This is why I think trends like this can be motivating and inspiring, but they can also be unhealthy and toxic in a way. So every time you see a YouTube video about how to be that girl, to always take it with a grain of salt. Just because someone is following a certain set of rules to be that girl doesn't mean that you have to. I've always struggled with consistency and discipline, and I mean, it affected a lot of aspects in my life. I'm talking about working out, I'm talking about eating healthy, I'm talking about self-care, and not just physical self-care, but like mental well-being. It even affected like relationship with people, even YouTube. You know how long has it been since I wanted to start a YouTube channel? Years. And it's not that I haven't started it before, I actually did like 3 times, but because I didn't have a discipline, I wasn't able to stay consistent. I would always give up as soon as I start. So one of the habits that I want to build and implement in 2022 is to start planning my days. So in order to do that, I actually got this planner right here where I'm gonna write down all my plans and things that I want to accomplish during a day. It's not just simply writing down a list of things that needs to be done, but actually assigning them within a certain time frame. And I think that doing that the night before will actually help you the next day, because when you wake up, you're gonna know exactly what you're focusing on, and it will also save you time as you won't have to do it in the morning. It seemed tedious for some people, and it was for me for a long time. But after struggling with discipline for such a long time, I think that this might just be the right thing for me to actually be able to stay consistent and organized. Another thing that I want to work on this year is waking up early, but also being able to do that while I get enough sleep. For that, I want to have a set time for when I go to bed and when I wake up. I like having my time in the morning, and I figured that the earlier I wake up, the more time I'm gonna have for myself. Therefore, the more time I'm gonna have for the things that needs to be done for the day. Also, let's get deeper into what I called my time, or you can also say me time. This is something that I got better at in 2021, but wasn't as consistent as I wish I was. So your me time can really be anything. It can be playing games, it can be cooking food, it can be cleaning, it can be reading a book, like literally anything that makes you feel happy. And for me, I think this past year, I finally figured out what that me time is for me, and it's about that peaceful early morning with no distraction. I can just simply have time to do things that I love to do. So right after I wake up, I like to work out, and not necessarily because I love working out. To be honest, I'm not excited about working out probably most of the time, but I figured it's easier that you get the things done that you're least excited about early in the day. Get it out of the way. Someone likes working out during the day, someone like me likes working out in the morning, and for me, exercising late at night robs me of that day-long satisfaction that I get from an early workout. After I work out, I feel proud, I feel better, I feel accomplished, I feel good about myself. Another habit that I want to get better at is eating out less and cooking more at home. Last year, I also got better with my eating habits. I've tried different things, and I think I finally found that healthy relationship with food that I was looking for. I'm really happy about it, because after countless attempts of losing weight, I was finally able to lose 20 pounds. It's not to say that I don't struggle. I'll be honest, I still do struggle with staying on track. I also started this year with trying intermittent fasting, and actually made a what I eat in a day video about intermittent fasting, but honestly, I quickly realized right after that it's not really something that I want to do. This year, I think it's gonna be the right thing for me to just focus on eating balanced and non-processed food, and just something that makes me feel good. Also, someone who used to struggle with overthinking and destructive thoughts a lot, and this is when journaling became my best friend. And this is something I discovered in 2021, and of course I wasn't able to stay consistent, just like with pretty much anything in my life. So journaling is another habit that I really want to focus on and get better at this year. I found it easier for me to just pour everything onto a piece of paper. It's like having that person that you can be open with and vulnerable. Only the difference is that you're not self-conscious or worried that you're being annoying or this is too much. By doing that, I was able to step back and look at my thoughts almost like someone from the outside looking in. Did it just like objectively and see what's the problem and where our certain thoughts are coming from, and that actually helped me with my overthinking. So once I worked out and did my skincare, took a shower, read a book, journaled, whatever, once I had my me time, I can actually move on with my day and start being productive. And this is where the habit number 6 comes into play, is I want to approach my days with more intention. I think the definition of being productive can also be misunderstood. It can go both ways. Like, are you being productive just for the sake of being productive and just having that feeling that you've done something? Or are you being productive because you have this goal or purpose or this project that you're working on? Why I want to be more intentional with my days, just because sometimes there's something that needs to be done. For example, edit a YouTube video, but I don't feel like it right now or today. So I'm gonna go and clean out my closet that I haven't done in a year because I just feel like doing it more right now. Was it productive? I mean, sure, I got this thing done that I kept putting off for a whole year, but did it serve the purpose? No, it's not, because if my goal and my intention for today is to do something in order to grow on YouTube, then cleaning my closet wasn't actually being productive. That's why, again, I think planning is so important, because that way you can assign a certain amount of time to each task that needs to be done for the day, so that me cleaning my apartment for an hour is not affecting my intention and my goal to make a YouTube video for the day. Of course, there are more things that I want to work on and accomplish this year. Also, prioritizing people that are important to me. And this is something that is difficult for me because my family lives literally on the other side of the world, and we have 9 hours of time difference. I do sometimes struggle to stay consistent and just keeping up with that communication, if it makes sense. So this is something that I also really want to improve, such as reading more and studying more and learning more. And there's some materialistic things that I have that I want to get this year. I think the habits that we specifically discussed in this video are the core and like the foundation for me to be able to achieve and accomplish this other smaller goals that I have. Also, you probably noticed that at this point, it's not really even habits, it's more of like a routine. It's more of like even a morning routine. You can see how everything is connected, and at least for me, like one doesn't work without the other. If I start skipping workouts, if I am not working out, I'll be struggling with eating healthy. I read it somewhere, so this is not like me being genius. I think it was in a book, so if you recognize what I'm talking about, please comment down below. And I'm not gonna be exact on those words, but it was something along the lines of success hides in your morning routine and what you do every day. And this is honestly so true. Like, if you are someone who have this routine that works for you, if you have this thing that you do every day that make you happy, if you make time for yourself and it sets the tone for a day so that you can go a day or 2 or 3 without mental breakdown, then you're good to go, my friend, because that's all that matters. You're gonna make time for yourself, if not today. We always live in the future or in the past, but we never live in the present. Also, it's important to remember to not judge ourselves, to not punish ourselves, to not beat ourselves up for eating this piece of cake when you're losing weight. Instead, be kind to yourself, pick yourself back up and keep going, get yourself back into the routine. And it's okay if you fall off track. It happens, it's always gonna happen. No one is perfect. You go on and on, feel like I'm gonna go in a completely different direction. This was a long video. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope that this video was helpful for you. Also, let me know in the comments what are the habits that you want to implement in your life and what habits you want to get better at, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.